worst cheater of all time?
Worst cheater, hands down. Ryan counts.
Ryan?
Ryan counts.
To your knowledge, have you ever cheated?
No.
What if I told you that Nertz was more than a game? It was a way of life. Entertainment 720 presents a story of love, loss, and friendship. This is First to 100.
Ready?
Good.
Okay. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Ryan Counts. I was the 2015 league MVP and a 3-time All-Star.
Okay, Ryan, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? What have you done? A little bit about your career.
I've lived here in town all my life, in Marble Falls. Been going to this church ever since. I guess it wasn't until 2015 when I was first introduced to this game. Nertz. Never really heard of it.
Was that your first memory of Nertz?
Of Nertz?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or what is your first memory of Nertz?
Well, my first memory of Nertz was the candies that you would eat. That's what I thought they meant when they brought it up. So I wasn't really taking it that seriously. But then they told me it was a card game, and that's what piqued my interest.
Everybody was bending the rules, but we just didn't know to what extent Ryan was bending the rules. Until later on when all his cheating scandals came out, we kind of found out that Ryan had been cheating a lot worse than all of us.
Okay.
Ryan counts, throws cards out. And so you literally he'll just throw cards out in the middle of the table and people will pick them up and count them as if they've been played. That's cheating.
Ryan counts.
Cheater.
You want to elaborate on that?
I think it explains itself.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think he's played a whole game 0 to 100 without cheating.
To that.
I say those are baseless allegations. Where's the proof? Where's the evidence? Name one time, if any of them out there can name one specific time that I was caught cheating, then I'll eat my hat. But it never happened. It's weird, right? People say you cheated, but they only say it after they've lost. Isn't that strange? I'm the winner, but then people say, oh, you cheated. Well, why didn't you say it during the game and not afterwards when you're already the loser? Raises an eyebrow, doesn't it?
Ryan really took it to the next level, and he earned himself an MVP through that. Would I like to see that MVP get removed and given to me? Of course I would. I think that's the right thing to do.
Do you think that his 2015 MVP should be taken away because of his cheating?
I didn't know he won that award.
It was a very controversial decision. You, Dixon, and Madison were all.
I was in the
favored.
running?
You were all in the running, but somehow Ryan was really the smallest odds, but he kind of came out and won the MVP that year.
I think he's still good. Does the cheating make him better? Possibly. Should he get that award taken away? Probably.
So we all know that you won the MVP that year in 2015. And Sloan and Dixon Windmills were both in the running. Dixon was the runner-up, and Sloan came in third.
And he deserved it. Dixon's a good player. I'm not above saying Dixon's a good player.
But both of them have said that they think that it would be just as right for you to be stripped of your MVP title and giving it to one of them.
No.
So what do you have to say about that?
No. Why? What? On what grounds? On the grounds of hearsay? Listen, Dixon and Sloan are like siblings to me. Love them, but they're not better card players than me.
What's your first memory of Nertz?
well, I was a rookie in 2016, and I remember we were at Tuba City, and I was still new to everything and I was learning. And one of like the biggest memories was Ryan Counts like screaming, and it horrified me.
Any time that Ryan was playing, that he would make somebody else upset by slamming a card down, accidentally bumping their arm when they go out and reach for a card. Yeah, I felt Ryan sometimes rub some shoulders in the wrong way.
Do what you have to. You know? Like, you know, if people get hurt along the way, it happens, you know? When you're slamming your hands down on a table, like where you expect everybody's gonna play patty cake, you gotta win.
But Ryan's win-first mentality would eventually go too far.
Having a very bad day. I am in no mood. This, today, is one of the worst days that I've had in a long time.
During the 2016 Tuba City, Arizona mission trip, where we were playing around the table in the main kitchen area, and there was probably 8 or 10 people playing, 4 or 5 doubles matches, and Madison goes to play a card, and Ryan wanted to play the same card, and unfortunately for Ryan's case, Madison beat him, but Ryan made it worth his while by definitely assaulting her.
What happened, the way I recall the events, was Madison went to play a card, Ryan went to play a card, and his hand came down on her hand when he realized that she was going to get there before him, and he smashed her hand.
Yeah, I was at that table and I was really focused on what I was doing. My head has always been in the game from whenever somebody says go to when somebody says Nertz, I'm locked in. I heard what happened. I saw Ryan, I didn't see, but I heard Ryan hit Madison. I didn't really think anything of it. Nertz is a very physical game, and if you can't handle the physicality, you just got to get out.
It was almost 4 years to date. In a month or so, it'll be 4 years to date that happened. It was a very intense game of Nertz, and I think Ryan was already pretty worked up over something that happened in the game. Maybe he missed a card that he really wanted or something. But there was a moment, I can see it in like slow motion in my head, a card went down and me and Ryan both had that card and I just barely beat him to it. He got a little angry and just started whacking my hand on top of the card and expressed his disappointment.
Listen, when you're playing the game, you have to be expectant of bad things to happen. Me and Madison have gone, we've talked about this, we have addressed the situation, and it's been dealt with. There's no real reason to bring it back up again, we buried that,
So in 2017, I believe you actually filed an assault charge, and that kind of came along with the Ryan cheating scandal about all of his. So it all kind of came at once. How do you feel about him kind of getting exonerated and not being found guilty at the trial?
You know what? At the end of the day, the league, we're a family, so I think I'm glad we can all just put this behind us and move on and continue to, play the game we love.
I regret nothing that I did or said when I played those games. It got me to where I am. And if people think, that I cheated, well, like I said, it's just hearsay. So, no regrets. First MVP.